I'm Andrew David Weber. This is 5 Fire Minutes. I'm here with Matt Toskin. I guess since I'm at the Music Academy, I should ask you, what was the first instrument that you ever learned?
Technically piano. When I was a kid, my parents really wanted me to be involved in the arts and thought that piano was the best thing to do because, old ladies teach piano lessons everywhere. So they signed me up for some piano lessons with an old lady, and I hated it. And I still can't play piano very well, which is one of the only instruments that I like. Piano and violin I've kind of given up on. Like, I can work my way around the piano, but like when I watch you or anybody else almost play a piano, I'm like, damn, how do you do that? So that's how it started. I swore to them I would never play music because I hated it so much. And then um, when I got to be about like 11 years old and a little bit more edgy, I was like, I want a guitar. I want to be, I want to learn how to play guitar and be cool.
Yeah.
And so my parents got me like a starter guitar, probably because like he's probably going to hate this too. And we don't want to spend a lot of money on this. But it stuck. I really liked guitar.
So, how many instruments do you play?
That's a good question. So I play guitar and mandolin. I've learned banjo to the point where I feel like, like I've played it live. I can make it sound good. I wouldn't say like I'm an aficionado. Like, I'm not going to go out there and play, any cool bluegrass stuff, but like I can play most of the Dropkick Murphy songs on banjo at this point. So I feel like that's learned, check mark. I know how to play saxophone, trombone. I forgot to count, bass, cello. Uh, I'm sure there's some other weird things out there that I'm kind of to the point with like stringed instruments between mandolin and guitar that I can pretty much pick up anything that's got frets and strings and
Yeah.
figure it out at this point. So like ukulele is a weird one because it's tuned slightly odd, but figure that one out. I recently did a test drive on a Bazooki, and that was really cool, and I really want one. But
Yeah.
so I'd say like a decent amount. The ones that just give me the most trouble are piano and violin, and accordion too. I wouldn't call myself an accordion player either because I've played Will's accordion. And when the band first started, when Braids of the Sea first started, it was just four of us, and I was switching between guitar, mandolin, and accordion and singing. And even back then, I was dog at accordion, so it's not an easy instrument. I don't know who designed it, but unbelievable.
I enjoy hearing you answer that question because I get that question all the time and I don't know how to answer it.
Yeah,
And one thing one
it's
thing
almost
that
like
you're
let me list the ones that I know I can't do because they suck and I hate playing them. But yeah,
yeah,
because
I can't play saxophone at
uh,
all.
really,
Yeah,
see
I well,
that one was pretty easy for me to pick up, and I don't know if it was just because like when I was in high school and like middle school and grade school and stuff, like for marching band and whatnot, like I was a trombone player, but I played bari sax in our jazz band. So I'd already learned trombone, which I think is still tough because like there's you're just doing your best guess here and it's all about like your embouchure. Um, but like saxophone, I'm like, wait, you mean I just press this button and the note sounds
yeah.
the way it's supposed to sound? Cool.
I shouldn't say I can't play it at all. I can play some stuff that I've written,
Yeah, right.
but learning somebody else's song on a
Sure,
saxophone, I
absolutely.
cannot
Yeah.
do it. I forget which way my hands go, and
Yep.
I don't know. So like I guess I should say I can fool people into believing that I play saxophone if I only play songs that I've
But yeah,
constructed.
I, I think I'm in the same boat as you.
Trombone I can't figure out though. Those are like the two. Trombone I can very seldom make a sound that's appealing.
I haven't played it in a long time. I still have mine. We've used it on a couple of the recordings. Like we used it on The Devil Brought Tequila because there's like that, mariachi style brass section on that song of ours. And maybe like Bonnie Clyde. Like we've used it, and every time that I like pick it up, I'm like, I remember everything, but like I sound like crap. Once you lose it, it's a pain, like a literal pain to build that back up.
I'm very fortunate to have Matt Schutz and Brian Link because Matt can play saxophone and Brian can play trombone.
Brian, there's something like you could have not told me he knows how to play trombone, and I already feel like I knew. Yeah. Maybe it's because I was a trombone player that it's like I've got this sixth sense of like I know who plays trombone around here. I can't describe it, but we all share a personality, and we know it when we meet. But
You guys have this unspoken thing like
yes, boner bros.
boner bros. I'm using that. What would you say to somebody who's wanting to learn an instrument?
I would say if you're trying to learn an instrument for the first time, don't get discouraged. It'll likely be painful in some capacity, and learn what you want to learn.
Okay.
That was good.
All right. That'll work for an ending.